right, we got a real treat for you. Hans flew out to American Top Team in Florida, sat down with Joanna, talked to her about her upcoming fight with Wei Li. This is an exclusive piece. Let's take a look.
When you first had your first couple MMA fights, did you know that you wanted to go into the UFC eventually?
Yes, and it was a big thing for me to get into the UFC because I started with Muay Thai and I was a Muay Thai fighter for 10 years. I was like 6 times Muay Thai world champion, 5 times Muay Thai European champion. And in 2010, I felt that I wanted to give up, and I did that a few times. So I started a job, regular job, but every time I started a new job, I was like, no, you don't belong to this world, I remember this moment when I was 18, so it was 2 years after I started training Muay Thai. I promised myself that I was going to be different than the rest of the people. They were partying, they were using drugs, alcohol, and at the party, I felt like, I don't want to do this, man. And I told my friend, hey, I'm leaving. Oh, you drunk, shut up, you drunk. No, and I told them, I want to be someone special, And I left the club. And then I started training more and more. And now these people, they used to call me crazy, they used to call me stupid, that I was not going to make money of it, that I was not going to be successful. And I proved them wrong.
But you knew.
And this time, I felt that. I had this feeling since I was a little girl. I had a big crush on money, but my parents taught me how to work hard and respect the money. And now I teach kids that it's good to have money, because if you have money, you can do more, you can travel, you can learn, But the thing is, these people who didn't believe in me or who called me stupid that time, now they are like, you made it. We thought you were drunk, we thought you were crazy, but you made it. You knew what you wanted to do, and you made it, And I remember in 2010, so I quit Muay Thai and I started doing boxing. They wanted me to qualify for Olympics in Rio. Mm-hmm. Of course, it was a long way to do that, long road, but I was willing. But then I saw it was too much politics for me, and I believe in sport and in athletes more than politics. And the other thing is, I was like, okay, girl, try one more time. I was the only girl who was training at the MMA gym. I was the only girl who was doing Muay Thai and competing. So the coaches were like, you should try MMA, you should try MMA. I'm like, man, I hate all these submissions, I hate cauliflowers. Sport changes your body, so I still wanted to look like a woman, and I didn't want to look like a gremlin, but I tried, and first few days, first few trainings, I was very mad because I was very successful in Muay Thai, but what? But they submitted me 20, 30 times each training, and I got so pissed. But that time I knew I was going to make it,
But do you think though that was it though, the competitiveness in you when you started getting submitted, right?
Yeah.
Were you it started a whole new thing? Yes. When you first started Thai boxing?
So I was like, okay, why are you getting nervous? It's new to you. You're not the smartest person in the world. You are learning every day. So just be calm, stay calm, learn, and one day you're gonna submit them. And this is what I did. Was training really hard, and I was dreaming of UFC. I got so many offers from different organizations, but I was the best in Muay Thai, fighting for the best organization in the world in Muay Thai, and I wanna do the same in MMA. And it happened,
Do you think though the difference though with because I'm certain that so many female Thai boxers, so many male Thai boxers that have come through, they've gone to the highest level of being very successful in kickboxing and Thai boxing.
Yeah.
And, in that world, they're the best. Know it, everybody else in that world knows it. But it's just they're just lacking that separation between where MMA is at and Thai boxing. And was that somewhere for you going, man, I just want to be one step higher up?
Yeah, I always wanted to be the best and deal with the best, And I felt okay, for half of cookie is enough for some of the people, but not for me. I want the whole cookie, And I'm gonna work my ass hard to get the whole cookie, And that's the point. And I felt being the world champion in Muay Thai, I didn't get enough attention. I didn't get enough money. I didn't make enough money. I didn't get the right exposure. And I felt like being the UFC fighter, UFC athlete, was going to change my life. And my life got changed after I signed with the UFC.
Where does your confidence come from?
My confidence comes from where I am, you know? I'm Polish, and we used to fight. We had to go through so many battles and wars during First, Second World War, and I feel like Polish people, they don't believe in themselves as they should, but we have this confidence. We always work hard, and we have this Polish, very warrior hearts, you know.
Do you think that that's an for everybody in Poland, whatever they're doing, they push it to that same level you do, or do you think that's something special in you?
I'm special because I got the gift from the God. Because every time I stopped fighting, every time I wanted to quit, there was another sign which was pushing me into the sport again. You know, I was coming back, and that's the point. I feel I was born to do that. You know, I was born to be the star, because I'm the star, you know? I'm the GOAT.
Yeah. You came into the MMA scene with a striking confidence
Yes.
that was far beyond
Yes.
a lot of people that had ever seen anything like it. So your confidence inside of the octagon has radiated over time and time before. When you get in there, you know that you're going to
How you say when you know that someone is weaker, like people were misunderstanding me, or how you say this? No. People were
underestimating.
Underestimating me.
Yeah.
People were underestimating me because they thought that I was only a striker. But when I faced Juliana Lima in my first UFC fight and Claudia Gadeja, and I was fighting a wrestler, Cara Esparza, for the belt for the first time, and they thought that I was only a striker. But when I knew that I was going to fight them, I was like, I'm gonna beat you in your own game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I made Carla Esparza look like an amateur wrestler in our fight, you know? And then I finished on my feet, you know? It's more difficult to learn proper striking than good jiu-jitsu.
You know, I mean, do you think that's the one advantage? If you were going to say, hey, look, if you really
You
want
have
to
to be crazy to like to get punched, you know. You have to like it.
Yeah.
Somehow you have to like it, you know. And the fight starts here, you know.
Yeah, and it doesn't end there. It ends on the ground. You're
does.
done. The goal is to, you know, decimate your opponent so
Yes.
that they're out. That's the
Yeah.
goal. You don't really want to go to the judges in Thai boxing. You want to end it.
Yeah.
You know, and so you knowing that and you going through that and having multiple Thai boxing fights, coming into here is almost a little easier for you. Now you have the fact that you can hold, you can go to the ground, you can do different things, and you're not going to have to get stood up and like fight your opponent standing the entire time.
Yeah, I'm very happy that I proved that I'm complete MMA fighter, you know,
Yeah.
and this is what I like, because it's not easy. Well, what I love about MMA, people see the cage, you know, it's an octagon, you know. People say that it's very violent sport. Yes, it is, but it's a beautiful sport with so many different disciplines, Olympian disciplines like wrestling, judo, boxing, you know. And it's not, and you have to learn all these disciplines to be complete MMA fighter, and it's not easy. But the most difficult thing is to put it all together. And I'm happy that I got to the point, like you said, that I can strike, I can wrestle with them, and I can fight on the ground and finish the fight.
Who do you, when you go back and if you're trying to get inspired by other fighters, who do you look at?
Myself, because I know how hard I work, and I know how hard I push it every single day. There are athletes who I really like and fighters who I really love, but I'm a role model to myself, and it's not narcissistic, it's not selfish, you know. It's good to be a role model to yourself, because only JJ knows what does it mean to be JJ, you know? What does it mean to be the challenger, the pretendant, the champ, the person who falling down from a very tall horse, you know, and picking the shit together and coming back to the top.
What advice would you give to a female coming into this sport, seeing you, wanting to be like Joanna, like just looking at it, like how would you have them, what would you tell them to do immediately?
Just believe in yourself, you know, just believe in yourself and never give up. But it's like motivation speech, but work your ass hard as much as you can. If you feel like you want to quit and give up, no, you can do more. Because for every camp, I'm like, quality over quantity. You're getting older, girl, you're getting older, so quality over quantity. But you know what? I do both, and I do more, you know? I breaking the limits, you know? Limits are in our head, and that's it, you know?
What other tactics do you use when you're in camp to motivate yourself?
Very often I go home and I cry, you know, and people don't see that. And actually last time, 3 weeks ago, when my body got tired physically and mentally, I was broken, you know? I was about to quit, but I never quit, you know? You can't stop. You can slow down, but you can't stop. But I record myself, you know, and I want to show it to people after I will be done with fighting. Like, I want to show them the real life. How does it look like, you know? But I know that my opponents are working hard, you know, every single day. So I want to be better. I want to be faster. I want to be stronger. And when I'm broken, when I'm tired, when I feel like I don't have this motivation to get out of the bed, I'm thinking of my dreams and goals. It's that simple, man. You wanna get there? Work your ass hard. You don't stop. These bitches don't stop, you know? That's the point. It's that simple. People very often ask me about what motivates you when you're tired, when you don't wanna do that. I'm like, do I wanna be different person, original person? Like for you maybe stupid or weird? Yes, I do wanna. So I need to go the other way, you know, than other people who are quitting.
What do you want to do after your fight career?
After a fighting career, I want to drink vodka on rocks and don't care about the calories, eat pizza, pepperoni, and tons of M&Ms, but I want to be a mom, you know? I graduated university 8 years ago, and actually this year I started new studies. In 2 years I want to finish MBA, and probably next cadency in Poland. Like in 4 or 5 years I want to become a minister of sport in Poland. In 5 or 10 years. And I have to sacrifice myself every single day. And sometimes I sit down and like, okay, you don't have boyfriend, you don't have kids, you wanted to get married before 25, but I do not care. It is what it is. And sometimes you have to sacrifice yourself. But now I know that I don't care about the millions on my bank account, but it's important. I can live my life. I want to have my coffee shop. I want to be an amateur barista, amateur sommelier. I want to write another book, biography and cooking book, and probably work for TV. There's so many things going on. I just want to, you know, enjoy the life.
So you don't want to be busy at all, do you?
I don't want to be busy at all. That's the thing. But I have a plan already, you know.
Sounds like it. Sounds like you want to take over the world.
Yeah. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
You
Very
do.
soon. You know, I'm 100% athlete, you know, and athletes are like 0 to 1, you know. There is nothing between, yeah? It's 0 or 100. It's white or black. The men's world is like this, you know.
How many more years do you ideally would like to fight?
Till the last second of my life.
Okay. So there isn't a plan as far as when you stop. You're just going to continue until you decide.
If I didn't lose the fight with Rose Namajunas, probably I was retired already. But I want to be a cool mom. Now it's time for the sport, but I want to be a cool mom, the coolest mom ever. So very soon I want to have my baby. That's it.
Okay.
Some little monsters.
All right, but I mean, how important is it to you to fight Rose again?
It's not important because there is a scar on my heart. There is a scar on my athlete soul. And this victory on March 7, 2020 with Willie Zhang is going to be bigger than my whole fighting career. I will cement my legacy. And but this scar is going to be still there, you know, till the end of my life. Because I know what happened before that fight. I don't want to take anything from Rose Namajunas. She's a great person. She's a great woman. She's a great athlete. She made it to the league. But I was not a competitor that night, you know. Some people who I really trusted, they let me down. And I forgive them. But it's not about fighting Rose and proving some that I can beat her, you know. It's all about getting back where I belongs to, you know, and it's the strawweight throne, you know.
You've learned from it, though.
I have learned a lot, and I have to grow up, you say. I had to grow up fast, because when I was 18, I moved to Thailand, then Holland, and then I was back to Poland. But, you know, I was not like regular teenager, you know. I had to take care of myself. I had a beautiful life, and I have like full family. My parents still together. They gave me everything they could, but they taught me what life is about. And when I turned 30, I felt like I was experienced enough, you know. I was broken. I had like €5 in my pocket when I used to live in Holland, and I didn't know if I should get a ticket to go and train or buy some bread or some food. But when I turned 30, I took the biggest beat up of my life. I took the biggest lesson of my life, you know. I lost the belt, I lost my fiance, I lost my manager, my cousin, my brother, who was like my friend. He stole my money. Then I find out that my fiance was cheating, and it's not an excuse, but you know, I was like, for 2 years I was getting beat up so badly, but I forgive him, you know, because how I feel right now, how free I am, and how beautiful life is without them is better, man. So I'm different, you know. That's the point. And it's not about only having this belt physically, you know, because I carry myself as a champ since I was born, you know.
Yeah. What is your favorite type of coffee to make?
Cappuccino. I love cappuccino. I love almond milk latte or Americano. I'm not a big fan of espresso. And yeah, I love Americano or I love cappuccino or latte on almond milk. No, but after the fight, caramel macchiato.
What are you gonna eat and drink after your fight?
Of course I know what. I have a list. I bought sweets already, you know. I have a list, but I haven't eaten sweets like for the last 10 weeks maybe. But I have everything prepared. But Buffalo Wild Wings. No, first thing I eat after I'm back to the locker room, donuts. Blueberry donuts are my favorite. Always waiting for me at the locker room. So the first thing I do, but then Buffalo Wild Wings, mango habanero. This is why I'm hot. I'm hot because I'm fly. You ain't because you don't eat Buffalo Wild Wings, mango habanero. So I eat mango habanero, medium and range, wedges, onion rings, holy moly, and chocolate cake. Then I eat M&Ms and almond butter Snickers, love it. And of course, champagne, Corona or Modelo, and tons of Monster energy drink, and I go all night long.
Who's the best kickboxer of all time?
The best, Mr. Perfect, Ernesto Hust, who is my second father. I love you, Ernesto. Thank you for everything you has done for me. Okay, let's go eat, man. Let's go eat. You know what my favorite submission is?
Yeah.
Go on the other side.
No.
Why?
No, because I know where you're going.
Oh,
You're not gonna do anything.